Hey, what's up, guys? It's good to see you all once again. Hi, Sam. Hi, Kaka. Hi, Finn. How you guys doing now?
Wagwan.
How was life generally?
Hey guys, I'm good. Not too bad. We thank God for life.
Right. It's crazy. How's the weather over there?
Semi cold, rainy, but it's not bad.
And the funny thing is, it rained here um, just for like 5 minutes. Just 5 minutes. And for it to be raining in March is it's like very awkward. But yeah.
It's rain of blessing.
Wait, you actually know the times and season of your country?
Well, not quite, but
So when is it
anyway.
supposed to rain? If it's not supposed to rain in March,
Ah, I know. I mean, rain comes July, August, September. Abby. I
in
mean,
my own
might be
thinking, I
wrong.
think rain falls every month. That's the
Yeah,
way I feel
scientists
it's
know.
supposed to.
That's why.
No, I don't know, but it doesn't seem like there's actually any month that the rain doesn't fall. But I've been questioning my knowledge about that. But like, it seems I don't know the times and season of Nigeria. I don't know when is are we entering dry season? When are we in rainy season?
Yeah, I think in January it rained. In February it rained. In March it has rained. So let's check it out till December. We'll count the tally and see if it continues to rain every month. Because man, the heat here is crazy, crazy.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Maybe it was a rain of blessing to take away the heat, because
Yeah, I guess so.
everyone has been complaining about heat, heat,
But
heat,
but
heat.
the one falling around where Finn is not. Anyways, let's just
It's not what, just say it. Okay. Yeah, well, let's get right into it. So today we are still on our tech story, and we'll be talking about how Finn started his journey, where he is now, where he wants to be in the next 5 years. That's like a typical interview question. Although this is not an interview, but where do you want to be? I think my last company, I think somebody asked me in the interview, like, where do you want to be in 5 years? Like, sometimes
you should
those
have just
questions
told them
need
you
to
want to
be.
be the you want to be you would have replaced the person at the seat or you'll be the boss of the person at that
You,
time or
you
something.
become the tech hiring manager.
Exactly. I think that's what we need to do coming up. Like, because those questions are, I don't know, does the answer really have an effect on the outcome of the interview? I don't know.
Well, I believe in their perspective. They want you to say something around you uh, building the company with them in the next 5 years
Yeah,
to check if
that's
your long term goal aligns with theirs. So
like
maybe
like
you would have said, "Oh, in the next 5 years, I see myself in Canada." So they'll be like, "Oh,
Mm.
this
like I always
person is not really banking on us."
like I always say, interviews is just a packaging session.
True, true.
It's a packaging
But
session.
then
Just
it's
sell yourself.
it depends on the kind of interview. Basically, there are some interviews that you will just be there and you just be looking like some interviews you have to run away.
But how do you run?
Well, thank God most interviews are online now, so you can just disable your network or something.
Well,
Eh, interviews can catch you. in some places that you will never see yourself in, some lights that you never saw yourself in, like some kind of questions and all that you are wondering, oh, what would ever be the relevance of this question on the top? But moving on.
Yeah, it happens a lot. Happens a lot. But yeah, so Finn, how did you start now?
Yeah, so um, it honestly started from video games, playing Football Manager, then to uh, what do you want to do? What do you want to study in university? And the first line of my thought was, okay, architecture, because in our church then we we had someone who was very influential and very rich that was an architect. So, well, when I was in school, secondary school, TD was not TD in technical drawing. Wasn't I like I did not just get it. And I remember that SS1, let's see, SS2 wasn't I wrote GC and I failed woefully. So what was the next thing to go into? Computer science. I had is booming, like not like no like booming, booming. We never knew that it was so flourishing. So then I just said, okay, let's go into computer science. My parents questioning why computer science, why this, why that. But I had a family friend, God bless her soul now, Auntie Shola, and she said no, like computer science is like the future of the world, and I should go for it. And she always listened to my dad, and she said okay, and he said okay, let's go for it. So we I went for because I didn't pass jump, got 199. I didn't pass jump, went to do A levels, got into Ajayi Crowder, met these folks where we started doing networking. Tolu was taking us networking classes. We're taking coding, but upon going to IT, for my IT, I I I got to into a company where what they were doing was cybersecurity, and I fell in love with cybersecurity there, and was good. And I decided that okay, upon going back to school, we're still doing coding here and there, but I knew that once we're out of school, I was going to go into cybersecurity. And after school, NYC, back to Tiger Logic, and we did masters cybersec, and here we are, still working doing cybersec. So that's me.
Man, that's cool. I mean, unlike the various information that we'll do here, that people that are going to computer science, maybe they opened one laptop or the other when they were young, or they built a software when they were young. Sometimes I find that in, I don't know if it's true. Like for me, for instance, I don't think I opened any laptop or dismantled any laptop when I was young.
Was laptop
Nah,
that
No, I
that
never did.
available for somebody to open?
I never did.
you get.
You know how laptop was expensive way back. Like how many households could afford one laptop that you want
Laptop,
to
right?
dismantle?
Exactly.
I remember back then, my dad had a laptop, um, and I was in the boarding house, secondary school then. So my younger brother was at home. He had seen the laptop. I didn't even have a clue about computers at that time. So he was like, "Oh, there's this game on the laptop. You know this? There's this on Windows Vista then. Um, I don't know. Maybe it's called bakery or something that you arrange cakes or something. Like you take orders of cakes. It has this sliding stuff, and then you You have a picture of a cake, you're supposed to match it.
Oh, I remember that game. I remember that
So,
game.
so they were out. Our folks were out, and then it was like, oh, let's go and carry that this laptop and play the game. So it was one that put it on, and we're playing this game. We just heard the sound of the car vehicle outside. Mhm. How do we how do we turn this guy off? I think we just slammed the power button, power shut down. And you know those laptops then they will eat up and everything. It's not like the new ones now that if you just drop them, they might not really you can't really tell. So the first place we went to was, the way we rush out of the house. When you've committed a crime, you have this this crime face. And what was the crime? Went to open the laptop. Oh my god. So he came to report to my mom like in Yoruba, like we've tampered with his laptop and we pressed something there and it has messed the laptop up. If I remember that incident now and to my knowledge now, I'll be like, what the? So it was like, oh, we've messed with the laptop. Apparently, the laptop has this Wi-Fi button that used to stick out. It was this HP, I can't remember the model now, heavy like this. So it was that Wi-Fi button that we had pressed it. I think it will switch off the Wi-Fi or something. Oh my god, the beating of that day.
Wow.
Just imagine.
the till I finished secondary school. Or it's until that it's when I was registering jam before I touched computer again. Like, I'm
Wow,
not interested.
crazy.
Please, this thing is sacred. So now imagine someone now coming to say, "Oh, I had one laptop." If you're in Nigeria, I don't think well, if you are from a very very rich,
Wealthy family, yeah.
yeah, you would have gotten one, maybe a desktop or something.
Yeah,
But
in my place, where the desktop computer on Windows, it was in one particular room.
one
But what
sacred there, you will cover it with clothes.
we used to use it to do browse Facebook and play game. What's the name of that? Those this card game, Solitaire.
Solitaire.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah,
That's crazy. I think
no,
for me, at what point did I get like access to a laptop? I don't even know. I know my dad used to bring one his official laptop then, but I mean he brings it and then he hides it somewhere because it's office property, so nobody should touch it. He will hide it in the room under the bed. But then we still when he's out to go and pick up the laptop, play game. Like I mean, what could we even do with the laptop then? Nothing really, because I mean we're not just inquisitive enough to just go deep and so just for fun, play game and browse. Because man, when I was in secondary school, did I have a phone? I did not. So there was no internet. So the laptop was the source of our internet to just quickly Facebook.
imagine the price of internet at that time.
Just just
It was
imagine.
very few. It was very few homes that had internet now. Mobile internet
Yeah,
wasn't that
very
common
very few.
at that time.
Very very
It
few.
was more of this satellite stuff, radio signals, and all those kind of stuff. So it was
Exactly.
entities that could afford it. Then all these cafes and all of that. And that was still even cafes are still kind of more recent. Say coming forward like 2010 upwards.
Exactly. Yeah.
That's when it became more common.
Yeah. True.
Not, I think they've been around for a while, but it became more open, and many many people around our brackets, gained access to them and all of that. That time, and at that time, still mobile network wasn't a thing yet. The price of SIM card at that time, price of data, even as at
Ah,
say 2011, 2012, 1,000 naira for 100 MB.
very expensive. Yeah.
If you could drop that money for 100 megabytes, just oh god, 100 megabytes.
We've come a long way actually.
So
We have.
we started with 10 megabytes. I remember in
MTN
secondary school, like
Pulse.
SS2, Twitter, 10 MB. How like
MTN
for two
Pulse.
weeks, 2 3 weeks,
Yeah.
I'm using 10 MB for
You're still
Twitter.
managing it.
In fact, Twitter and to go, to be precise, 10
You
MB.
know, it was
Exactly.
these
To
feature
go.
phones then.
Yeah.
Those Nokia feature phones, and they weren't taking so much. It was just I don't know how much data those devices were consuming, but the
I think one
devices
day
of nowadays.
I need to look for the first Nokia phone I used. Just one small screen. I'll use it to play games, then Contra and the likes, configure
FIFA PS.
servers, Opera Mini server. When internet was then costly. Oh, yeah, those days,
All these
anyways.
blue FTP to build store to program the store. Oh man, all these
Exactly.
opera mods.
Yeah.
Um, there's a name they call this. It's opera mods,
What
but there's a
the
name they call that configuration stuff.
I I know we used to download games from, is it WAP something? All those games, PS 20
Sephando
WAP.
2,
something.
RU, WAP Trick, WAP
WAP
Down,
Yeah,
WAP
yeah,
exactly,
Day,
WAP
WAP
trick,
exactly.
WAP down.
King.
I
Those
think we
guys.
had we had a good beginning to the era of the internet per
What
se.
if they still exist?
People of nowadays.
Let's check Sephando.ru.
I mean, let's see. It could exist. I mean, but it will be a premium domain by now or something.
Oh my god, they still exist.
Is the UI that still bad
In that shape and
or they've
form.
updated it? Are you
It's
serious?
still that same UI.
Wow.
Wow, wow, wow. The internet is something else.
Full Java games, free. Oh my god. You select your screen size. My
Wow. With their, I think it was Russians that designed it then.
yeah,
It's still in
it's a
Russian,
Russian
yeah.
domain.
Like this is amazing. You guys, you people that just came and started using Instagram. We started with Stefando True and the likes.
But you know, the first time I heard about Instagram, I was in SS2
Yeah.
because,
Are you
like,
serious?
yeah, I was in SS2 when the first time I heard about Instagram. If like a classmate of mine was just like, yeah, I'm on Instagram, I have pictures, but like I'm like, that time for us it was still Twitter and to go that like were the happening things, and I'm like Instagram, but I don't
Yeah.
think I had I don't think I had an Instagram page until when I entered uni.
You know when
Yeah,
we
true.
when we got to uni,
True.
then that was when I don't know what platform Instagram started on.
Um, I think Android. They started on Android.
I'm not maybe it was iPhone.
Are you sure?
I think
Yeah,
it was
this okay.
iOS.
Yes, it
Yeah.
was iOS. I remember because my friend was using all like iPhone 4S, and that was like always only exclusive to
You
iOS.
know that
Yeah,
was the same thing with WhatsApp at that time. WhatsApp wasn't
it,
available on Android until
like even
maybe
this
2013,
um
2012,
you
2013.
remember BBM too was only exclusive to BBM until one time they now say
To
okay,
BlackBerry, yeah.
so they can put it on Android and all
Until
that stuff.
BlackBerry started making
Exactly.
Android phones. That was
Mm.
until they started making BlackBerry started making Android phones at some point. So it was around close to that period that it was now available. But I think the newer generations are enjoying. The ones that are coming are still going to enjoy more. Imagine somebody just
Exactly.
in their teen years now and they are waking up to ChatGPT, waking up to all those kind of stuff like AI is writing your school assignments for you. Oh my God.
Exactly right. There's
Imagine
so
what that
much
would have
benefits
done,
they have.
what that would have done for English, GNS, several things that would
Right.
have
There's
happened.
I saw one on Twitter today where like Google, I don't know what Google is calling it. Is it Google? Like they it
Google
can
Bard.
read your mail and summarize it for you and reply. And I'm like, what? Where are we going?
So actually, on my PC now, I have this. I've joined this Bing AI trials. I think it's available
Okay.
for the public now already. So if I open my mailbox and my Bing is open,
Yeah.
side by side, I can actually just copy the message from my mail, paste it on there, and then it can tell me the appropriate reply, the appropriate response to give to that person. It
Hmm.
is just so seamless that even from my clipboard, it reads my clipboard. Like immediately you are highlighting that text, it's already reading it and it's already giving you response and all of those things. So all those confusing emails that you want to respond to and you have no clue on how to go about it. It's more like you're just giving an idea of what you want to do, and then it's accessing billions of records all around the world, and it's just something. So now imagine what even for the tools that have been developed on it right now, imagine what will still be done. GPT-4 was just released yesterday, and
Yeah.
it is maybe like times 100 of GPT-3, which ChatGPT initially was written on. So I think ChatGPT Plus now is offering GPT-4 already. And for GPT-4, you can actually give it images, you can give it sounds and all of those things. You
Just
can give it a picture and tell it to change the primary subject, the subject of that picture. You can tell it to
just
explain the
imagine.
context of that picture. You know,
It's a lot. A lot is possible. A lot.
it's just a lot of stuff. A
Just
lot.
imagine these thoughts. Is it possible? I know it's possible. Yeah. I mean, it can be possible. I don't know how would I say cheap it will be that your whole day is literally planned out by AI. So you wake up in the morning, the AI checks all your mails, responds to all your mails. Your AI is maybe attached to your Slack channel, and any message you receive from office
But
is.
if tech metamorphosizes to what you are saying, then we totally lose the human interaction part of working.
Well, and everybody becomes lazy, right?
Exactly. Like
And
now,
maybe we'll go back to the age of everybody actually just interacting with each other. If AI could handle everything in your life, basically, the
because
only things you'll be left to do is to consume your food. If we look at way back, say 2016 or 15 or 16, when Mark developed Jarvis.
Yeah.
Jarvis is his personal AI, and Jarvis is so powerful that even though Jarvis is not in the public, but Jarvis is the one that prepares Mark's coffee in the morning. It is Jarvis that controls uh, he has this mechanical system that picks his clothes. So it is Jarvis that does that selection of clothes, that throws the clothes at him, what he will wear in the morning. Many of his morning routine is Jarvis that does all of those things.
Hmm.
And then that was his own personal project. But now we've gotten to a stage whereby AI is now being open to everybody, such that even for your smart home, you can now build in stuff
Yeah.
and it will make it work. So I think we'll get to a certain age or a certain point in time where it's not like AI will have to take over everything because some people have to still maintain those models and everything like that.
Exactly. Yeah.
AI will
hmm,
keep learning and learning until AI is able to develop its own model itself to learn itself. But up until that point, we can't always automate everything.
because
Not
if
everybody will do
we
that.
DT like we have lost three of us now. We work from home. When last did you see
Yeah.
anybody called colleague? Apart from like maybe once in a while, you just decide to go to the office. So like that's been mapped out of human interaction. Like
Exactly.
that,
Yeah.
yeah, that was due to COVID, but like that is where we find ourselves now. And so if we now have
Exactly.
having to allow allow AI respond to mails, tells you, okay, this person said this, what should I tell the person? Like we everybody, you don't do any literally just say okay, you're just there. Or maybe we'll get to a period where AI can now read your mind and say, okay, this is what I want to
You know,
see.
the funny part of it is that if AI should get to that point, what's the point of anybody actually hiring you? What are you doing for that company?
Z, nothing.
Hmm.
Well, hmm,
If
that's
AI
another
is
point.
if you are waking up in the morning and AI is reading your mails, responding to your mails, then they don't have to send you any mail. Then,
Oh, that's you have a point there. You have a point.
like
You have a point.
why exact? Your job has to be very important for you to keep your job at that. For you to be able to keep your job at that point, because that means AI would have grown. I think AI should be able to read your mails even right now, but nobody. I guess nobody will be willing to give. You are no. I don't think you'll be ready to give AI your access to your email, except you are the one training your model
Yeah.
yourself. Because what will happen is that I've been working on ChatGPT for a while now, and whenever I need to I need when I needed to make suggestion on codes for me and all of that, maybe I'm stuck and all of that. So you see, GPT is writing some stuff for you, and then it is say there are instances where you have to write something about a secret key or a password or something like maybe an API key. There are instances of
Yeah.
your code that you're integrating an API key, and it suggests it will just write a random API
String.
key or something for you there, a random string, yes, right? So I thought about it like, okay, what if he actually saw this particular key in someone else's code that he had learned from
Hmm.
somewhere on the internet over the years or something, and it's just actually giving me that same thing,
Exactly true.
right?
That could be
So
possible.
imagine, yeah. So it is. If you give it access to your email, it is going to learn from your email, learn from my email, learn from everybody's email, and then it will suggest everybody's email to some other person, in context and everything. So, and there will always be private conversations that you don't even want the person sitting close to you to see in your mail. There will be confidential company
Hmm.
data that you don't want anybody to get access to in your mail, all sort of stuff. And so I don't see, even in your Slack channel, there are bots in your Slack channel most of the time that are reading stuff. Some are even stealing data from all those places. So I don't think
Yeah. True.
organizations will even allow that kind of stuff to actually creep into their system where some sort of bots. There are AI systems now that can take notes for you on your Google Meet, on your
Your
Zoom,
meetings.
Google, Microsoft in your meetings here. That they just even right now Microsoft has even integrated this big AI on their meet or ChatGPT or whatever it is on their Microsoft team. It will write notes. It will take down the meeting notes for you and everything like that.
It's a notes.
But I don't know. I don't know where we are going with.
Well, I think the future is quite bright. Where we'll get it, or where we'll get to with it, we don't know yet. Or the stumbling blocks that we'll face. See, for instance, now when the metaverse, there's a whole lot of hype about metaverse, metaverse, metaverse. And I think the metaverse is on temporary pause. And even those, well, there might be some teams working on it right now, but I think they've scaled down massively. So, I mean, let's see the next 1 year. And ChatGPT is really pushing for huge waves, and competition is coming in hot. So, and when there's competition, definitely there'll be a lot of innovations around it. So, let's see what Google and Microsoft will do in the next maybe 2 years. I think AI has even dominated mechanical engineering to a large extent. Say for instance Tesla now. I think a large percentage of Tesla's manufacturing is automated. Like, I mean, they
You know,
hardly
yeah,
give stuff
generally,
there.
I don't
So
think anybody can scale mechanical engineering without a lot of automation.
true, true.
It is very critical because
Well,
you
I
can't.
mean,
How many people do you want to employ to do stuff, mundane stuff that can be done by machines?
mm-hmm,
But
exactly.
when AI actually enters into such industries, I don't know. It will be it will be massive. I know we know there are robots there that does all of these things, but they are mostly programmed to do just certain things, not like they can actually comprehend and just reason by themselves and do some
Yeah.
other things. So
Yes, you're correct. Actually, yeah.
if they plug in such power that they have with AI, such machines with I don't know. I don't think we are ready for the kickbacks of AI yet. Whatever I don't know. I don't think we are going to be ready for that. Not in this part of the world. In the advanced part of the world. How do you see AI in the security perspective of AI as a cyber threat
Well, first, we're having more bots.
that you have to fight every day?
Like, when I say we're having more bots, like, when there are more bots, there's possibility of leading to more threats. If, for instance, anybody now can cook up a threat, a process that's malicious to attack um anybody, because chat if you put on ChatGPT how to hack a person system, it will give you, which is,
Really?
yeah.
I need to ask you like how can I not be your system?
So
Are you
he's,
like,
I know that's what you say. So those are one of the things, and like even internally, companies now are putting in AI, artificial intelligence models to help the game for threat modeling, especially. So AI is cornering everywhere.
wow. So for your security systems, I believe most of the security systems they've already been built over the years.
Yeah.
Are you building more features on it now to adapt to these
So like
new stuff that are coming up?
the security space is dynamic. There are always new things, like every time. These threat actors usually find new means to attack. So the defensive part to always have to find a new means to block them. So it works both ways. And organizations, security organizations too, are embracing AI, learning the models, like using AI, threat models over time of what these attackers are using now. So, give for instance now at give for instance where I work, the there's a new team that is being set up to model using AI on how to up the solutions that are being provided to customers. I don't want to go into the details. So, for contractual reasons.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm just I actually checked on ChatGPT now. It didn't tell me how to act. It said it's not allowed to provide information on illegal activities, even though maybe there's a way I can.
Yeah, I'm
For
sure.
mine is for
I'm sure that there's a way.
maybe if I'm supposed to use it for academic purpose or something, there will be a way to tweak it to tell me what I want.
Yeah, it's like
There are some
in
prompts I can
a
give to it.
a meetup I went for on Tuesday night, where like they were talking about the latest threats updates and all of that. and we're talking about it that now, like, it will get tougher and easier for people to, though maybe it will not be as detailed as, like, maybe, but just anybody can get like substance and get ideas from ChatGPT on how to ask person.
Actually, I saw videos online. The initial days of ChatGPT when it newly launched, it was people were giving all those kind of prompts. Oh, how can I hack a bank? How can I do this? How can I do that? He was answering them, so he gave it was giving them. I know yeah, it has a lot of information all around the
Mm.
internet that I can dish out to you. So, but over time, OpenAI has improved the responses. Blocked certain prompts from giving responses and all of that. And I think it's going to be better. There's a lot more censorship in that space, and more concrete information is coming out of ChatGPT. Not, sometimes it throws out garbage, but now I believe it's getting better. We'll see more technology change. Let's see the future of AI,
Yeah,
but it's a
but
good thing.
I think yeah, it's going to boom, 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 boom. So I think that's the word I use.
What other industries are we expecting? Generally tech industry will embrace AI,
Definitely.
but I don't know. Could we be seeing some major improvements in medicine, in banking, and the like? Or I think some people are even using ChatGPT to write prompts to to trade, to write some trading bots for them. Maybe it worked, maybe it did not. But I don't know
That's
what
true.
industries do
Maybe
you
maybe
feel we
maybe
should
over
expect
time people will start building.
more AI influence?
Yeah, maybe over time people will start building AI model or like machine learning models to learn forex and help them determine when it's right to invest. Come on,
So
guys.
watch out for our next episode. We'll be back soon.
Yeah.